Universal intelligence. Have faith. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, the other is as though everything is. Albert Einstein. I have unwavering faith in universal intelligence, but as a woman of science, the best way I can explain it is with data, physics, and biology. And the more I looked and studied about it, the more I realized this. Science is built on faith. We trust invisible forces because the math works, and that trust helps us fly in planes today. We trust equations that no one has ever seen, but it works to build satellites and networks that are connecting me and you right now. We trust that if you cut your hand, your body knows how to heal, even though we can't fully explain exactly how that intelligence is organized. We label it homeostasis, self regulation, immune response, but how does the body know exactly how to work and organize itself? Let's call it what it is: intelligence. And the same intelligence that heals a cut is the intelligence that grows galaxies, spirals shells, shapes your face, and yes, can help you make your dreams real. Number one, universal intelligence. Not a man in the sky, but a patterned field. Forget the image of someone in the clouds taking requests. Think of universal intelligence as a connected field of patterns, information, and consciousness. Here's why that actually makes sense. A. All life behaves intelligently. Without asking your permission, your cells self-organize, repairs, and grows. Plants communicate and adapt to stress. Animals instinctively know what to avoid and what to eat. Brains turns electrical chaos into meaning, memory, art, strategy. Ecosystems rebalance it after disruption. There is a patterned intelligence woven into nature, constantly optimizing, adjusting, reconfiguring for survival and growth. We call it evolution, adaptation, and feedback loops. But underneath all the fancy names is one truth. All life knows how to behave efficiently, and efficiency is intelligence. B. The universe is mathematically structured. Everything from DNA sequences, planetary orbits, the golden ratio, quantum probabilities follows rules way too consistent to be dismissed as random chaos. Physics calls it laws, constant optimization, but that's just universal intelligence with branding. C. Consciousness itself is the unsolved boss level. Science still cannot explain what awareness actually is, how thoughts form from matter, and why we experience a self at all. Many physicists now openly suggest that consciousness might be fundamental, not just produced by brain. If consciousness is fundamental, then our individual minds aren't generating it, they're tuning into it, like radios to a field. And that field, you guessed it right, universal intelligence. 2. The subconsciousness, your inner field of intelligence. Let's talk about the part of you that most people underestimate: your subconscious mind. You don't need mystical language to recognize how powerful it is. Is there literally a cosmic library somewhere? Who knows? But is there a real, deep inner intelligence you can tap into? Absolutely. A. Your mind holds way more than you consciously know. You're walking around with implicit, unconscious memory, genetic and ancestral imprints, intuitions, sudden insights. I don't know how I know, I just know. And dreams that solve real problems. Your subconscious is vast and feels weirdly connected to more than just your day to day awareness. B. You often remember or sense things you never logically learned. This shows up as deja vu, instant connection with strangers, knowing things by feel, instinctive red flags with no obvious reason, ideas that pop in out of nowhere when you finally relax. Whether you explain it as pattern recognition, deep memory, collective knowledge, consciousness beyond the physical brain, or something beyond that, that effect is real. We access information beyond our conscious linear thinking. C. Your subconscious may be how you interface with larger field. Think of it this way. Your conscious mind is the flashlight, narrow, focused, and small. Your subconscious is the entire room, vast, filled with things you're not looking at yet. Universal intelligence is your entire building. When you quiet your conscious mind, you start accessing more of that room, and sometimes it feels like you're pulling ideas from somewhere even bigger than you. So my take: your subconscious Plus, universal field is powerful to make anything happen. Call it deep memory, the field, God, or just your inner wisdom, you are clearly tapping into something bigger when you're aligned. Quantum theory allows non-local information, not proof, but possibilities, entanglement, information existing outside time and reality, behaving like a probability field. Universal intelligence is real in a structural and informational sense. The universe operates with such precision that an underlying intelligence is the simplest explanation. The golden ratio is one of the clearest examples people use when they talk about universal intelligence or an underlying order in nature. And here's why. 3. The golden ratio, universe's signature move. The golden ratio, phi, is 1.618, and it is the universe's favorite number. It shows up whenever something is growing, expanding, organizing efficiently, or trying to be stable and beautiful at the same time. 8. It is everywhere in nature. You will find phi-like patterns in seashells, galaxies, hurricanes, sunflowers, spirals, pine cones, tree branches, flower petals, and yourself. Nature uses this ratio because it is the most efficient pattern for growth, packing, and flow. The universe just doesn't just grow, it grows optimally with intelligence. B. It is in your actual body. Your body is a walking phi festival. Face length versus width, distance from eyes to mouth versus eyes to top of your head, spaces of your eyes, width of your lips versus width of nose. Faces that approximate phi tends to be perceived more harmonious. Beauty feels universal because our brains recognizes this ratio. Your brain loves symmetry, balance, proportionality, and predictable harmonics. Phi naturally satisfies these preferences. When you look at something with phi proportions, your visual cortex recognizes the pattern instantly. Processing is easier. It feels right or beautiful. Beauty equals to brains recognizing efficient, harmonious structure. Golden ratio in body. Arm to forearm, hand to finger, shoulder to waist, height to navel versus navel to feet, curves of your spine. The ratio between the prefrontal cortex and the rest of the brain approaches 1.618. Your lungs branch, your bones stack, your proportions align. Your entire system is built on efficiency, stability, and function, aka intelligent design, whether you want to use that term or not. We don't find phi beautiful by accident, we are literally made from it. C. It appears in human behavior and creation. Even when we design things, we subconsciously follow this ratio. Renaissance art, the Parthenon, architecture, music composition, modern logo design, web layouts, even phone UI design. Pyramids were built using proportions extremely close to the golden ratio. Humans naturally prefer the golden ratio because our brains are wired to recognize it. Artists, architects, musicians, and designers copy what nature already does. Reason: phi gives the most pleasing balance between complexity and simplicity. Too simple equals to boring. Too complex equals to chaotic. Phi hits the sweet spot. That means nature and human consciousness follow the same pattern. Another argument for a universal intelligence. D. It is in the cosmos. Spiral galaxies, accretion disk, hurricane formation, random chaos does not keep producing the same ratio over and over at every scale. Micro to human to cosmic. Something is choosing efficiency. And here's the line I want you to tattoo in your brain. Efficiency is intelligence. Physics and biology calls it optimal configuration, fitness, energy minimization. But choosing the most efficient pattern again and again, that is universal intelligence. So why did I mention it? Because the golden ratio is the strongest mathematical hint that the universe is not random. It grows things according to an embedded intelligence or blueprint. We can use universal intelligence, use the golden ratio as a sign that universe has structure, the structure repeats, the repetition is purposeful, the purpose reflects an intelligent design or consciousness. It's not woo woo, it's pure math showing up in biology, astronomy, and human cognition. How the golden ratio relates to manifestation and intuition. The golden ratio represents efficient growth, energetic flow, and nature alignment. Here's how that connects to manifestation. A. When your thoughts are aligned, they spiral outward efficiently. Just like the Fibonacci spiral expands with perfect proportion, your intentions grow faster when your inner state is coherent, peaceful, clear, instead of chaotic. B. Intuition follows pattern recognition. Intuition is not magic. Intuition is just the brain entering a golden ratio like efficiency pattern. It is nonlinear pattern recognition happening extremely fast. When your mind is calm and coherent, your brain waves shift into harmonic states. Your thinking becomes nonlinear, spiral like. You connect dots instantly and you see the whole picture rather than the details. This is why intuition often feels like a sudden knowing, a clear answer, and clarity without analysis, the right choice without logic. Your brain is constantly detecting hidden patterns, the same way nature uses hidden patterns. When something feels right, it often matches a subconscious pattern of harmony, balance, or safety, similar to the golden ratio's harmony. Manifestation is basically resonance. Whatever is in harmony with your internal energy becomes easier to attract, like a spiral unfolding in perfect ratio. You are most intuitive and manifesting strongest when your mind is quiet, your nervous system is regulated, and your inner and outer actions match alignment. In simple words, manifestation equals your internal pattern aligning with external possibilities. The golden ratio is nature's blueprint for alignment. 4. Fibonacci, nature's coding language. The Fibonacci sequence is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. Each number is the sum of the two before it. When you divide each number by the one before it, the ratio approaches 5. Nature uses this sequence for how leaves stack, seeds form, shells and animal horns spiral, DNA twist, how plants maximize light, galaxies swirl, and how water drains. It is literally nature's optimization algorithm. Anything that grows step by step using what came before tends to fall into Fibonacci pattern. That's coding language in real life. Nature uses Fibonacci sequences because they allow gradual, steady, sustainable expansion. We use the Fibonacci sequence at work to decide how to build software and measure its effort using an agile way. Basically, we are just taking information from universal intelligence to design and build artificial intelligence. And here's the twist. Your workouts follow the exact same principle. Day one feels impossible because you are at 1. Tiny reps, small weights, low stamina, your body, like nature, adapts efficiently. Your muscle grows in Fibonacci like increments. Every new effort is slightly more than before, built on a previous pattern, compounded over time. Strength grows in the way spiral grows, tiny to small to bigger to exponential. That's why the first rep is hell. The first week feels brutal, but suddenly you're lifting weight that once scared you. You move through fitness like Fibonacci. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Small efforts compounding into massive strength. You don't get strong all at once. You grow in nature's language, step by step, then overnight. And this same growth pattern is how dreams manifest. 5. What science calls efficient, I call intelligent love. Physics and biology says the system minimizes energy. The organism optimizes survival. The structure emerges from local rules. All true. But look at the bigger picture. The same math grows galaxies, makes plants and animals survive, shapes your hand, regulates your heartbeat, supports your lungs, optimizes your neurons, and calms your nervous system when you breathe in certain rhythm. The same intelligence shaping everything is also shaping you, not to punish you, not to test you, to support your growth. It is it proof of intelligence design? The argument for intelligence is the same ratio appears in galaxies, hurricanes, plants, animals, human faces, DNA, and even financial markets. Patterns repeat across scale, micro to human to cosmic. Chaos does not produce consistent ratios. This suggests that the universe is not random. It organizes itself. Some call that God, some call it universal intelligence, some call it consciousness, some call it physics. Different word, same observation. The argument against it is scientists say it is not intelligence, just efficient math. But efficiency is intelligence. 6. Universal intelligence and manifestation. This is not woo woo, it's resonance. The golden ratio doesn't just live in shells and temples. It explains why certain states of mind are so damn powerful. When you are in alignment, your thoughts stop fighting each other, your nervous system is regulated, decisions become clean, actions become consistent, and your energy expands outward smoothly. You are basically entering fire alignment. Your internal pattern starts matching the universe's pattern. That's when manifestation stops feeling like pushing a boulder uphill and starts feeling like momentum moving with ease. You attract aligned people and opportunities faster. Stop sabotaging yourself. Feel pulled towards the right moves instead of forcing everything. You stop chasing people, the right job, people, opportunity move towards you. You stop settling and your standards rise automatically. You naturally take small, consistent, exponential steps. Hello, Fibonacci growth. Manifestation is not magic, it's resonance. Your inner state, thoughts plus emotions plus belief, lines up with a specific possibility in the field, and the universe, which is already structured for efficiency and expansion, responds. 7. Signs you're actually tapping into universal intelligence. You know you're synced with this field when ideas arrive as downloads, not overthinking. Your intuition is quiet, clear, and unknowingly accurate. You experience synchronicity spike, right people, right timing, repeating signs. Synchronicity is the external confirmation that your internal state is aligned. You feel guided, not lost. You're calm in the chaos, responding, not reacting. Creativity flows without you having to wrestle it. You stop forcing life, and life starts meeting you halfway. Your desires feel guided, not needy or desperate. You feel connected to something bigger, even when you're physically alone. This isn't a delusion, it's your nervous system, brainwaves, and energy fields shifting into coherence, which just happen to mirror golden ratio and Fibonacci like patterns. Your subconscious becomes the bridge between your small self and the bigger field. 8. Infinite possibilities. Your dream is already written. If the universe is built as a field of probabilities, then every version of your life already exists as a potential. Then you, who wrote the book, built the business, healed the pattern, made the millions, left the toxic cycle, traveled the world, and became wildly abundant and deeply peaceful, already exist in the field. Your intention is the selector, your emotion is the fuel, and your faith is the activation key. You are not begging the universe for something it doesn't have. The universe is abundant. You are tuning into a possibility it already holds. Nothing is random. You're not behind. You're not asking for too much. There's a lot to give by the universe. You're learning how to aim your mind, engage your subconscious, and open your heart to match what's already possible. Mind over matter, faith over fear, frequency over force. Have unshakable faith towards the unknown. Not in some distant thing outside of you, but in the intelligent system you are literally made of. The intelligent system within you, and that is connected outside you, inside out. 9. A practical tool, Fibonacci breathing to plug into the field. Let's bring this all the way into your body. When you breathe in Fibonacci timing, you are literally moving your nervous system into the same pattern nature uses to grow life. Use this when you feel overwhelmed, anxious, emotionally flooded, and feels like your mind is spiraling. The Fibonacci breath. We'll use 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 30. These are the seconds for inhale, hold, exhale. Move through it like this. 1. Inhale 1, hold 1, exhale 2. 2. Inhale 1, hold 2, exhale 3. 3. Inhale 2, hold 3, exhale 5. 4. Inhale 3, hold 5, exhale 8. 5. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 8 seconds, exhale for 13 seconds, only if comfortable. 6. Inhale for 8 seconds, hold for 13 seconds, exhale for 21 seconds, only if comfortable. A few important notes. Stop or drop back to shorter counts if you feel dizzy or strained. Each triplet, in, hold, and out, is one full cycle. Even just doing the first 3 to 4 cycles will calm your system. What this does will boost heart rate variability, calm your vagus nerve, and increase alpha theta brainwaves, improves clarity and emotional regulation, and helps you slip into flow. This isn't some random breathing hack. It's you're deliberately tuning your body into the same intelligent pattern that runs the universe. Final truth. You're not separate from universal intelligence. You are universal intelligence expressed as you. Your only job is to live fully expressing yourself. just yourself, the way you are. A flower doesn't try to be a bird doesn't try to be a fish. Flower just be flower and blossoms. Birds being birds fly and explores the sky using their built-in navigation system, and fish explores the water. Your dreams are not accidents. They are what you are meant to do. Your desires are not delusional. They are the reasons you are here, being you today. They are invitations to live fully yourself. The universe is not here to mock you with what you want. You could have been an ant. I could have been an anteater. You could have been living in the fear of survival that someone might crush your ant home. But here we are, both humans with so much potential. You are here with the universe to create the reality you dream to live. You're not manifesting from thin air. You are selecting from infinite possibilities and aligning yourself with one of them, with your subconscious as your internal access point. No matter how dark it is, the hand always knows the way to the mouth. African proverb. So breathe, trust, aim your mind, pour in your emotion, hold your faith like it's oxygen. You are not at the mercy of randomness. You are the co-creator plugged into an intelligent universe. Act like it. This is Maisha Tarno. Thank you so much for listening to my blog post and coming into my podcast. I am so happy to have you here.